Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So in this video we're gonna cover the second part of the Firebase authentication. I hope that it's not too lengthy, but yeah, we'll take a look at this. Yeah, let's just get started. So I want you to run your application. You can go to Xcode and here you can just click on run. So I already have it running, but I'm running it from here, from the console. But what you have to do is just go to Xcode, just click on the play button and then go to your project. And here you can just CD into, you can see that it's already running, but here you can just CD into your project, alt text generator and npm start. That will run the metro here. And then with Xcode, you'll see your application like this, okay? All right, so from here, we don't have any of this here. You can see that there is nothing going on, okay? So we're just gonna implement the signing with Google now. So that's the one that we're gonna go for right now. Yeah, so basically what you have to do is you wanna go to the app.tsx. We'll need a bunch of imports here. So we'll just say import. And we already installed all of these packages, so if you don't have them, please install them. So Google sign in, but it should be like this with the bracket. Yeah, so we need this. Then we also need import auth, and then once again same thing, Firebase auth types. We need those types because we're using TypeScript, okay? And then the Google sign-in, that's just the SDK that we're using. The auth, that's for the Firebase authentication module. TypeScript types, the Firebase auth types is just TypeScript types, and then yeah, that's basically all we need here. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to come here outside of the main function, and we'll say Google sign-in.configure, and here we're gonna add this. So it already added this for me, but maybe let me explain where I got them from first. I'm using AI, that's why it's doing this auto completion. Okay, so here we want the web client ID. So where can we get that? So to get that one, we'll go to your project on Firebase. We did this. Sign in method, Google, scroll down, web SDK configuration, and this is the client ID. So we go here, just paste it, and then that's it. Then for the iOS client ID. For the iOS, we go to Google Service Info plist, go to the reverse client ID. Okay, so don't go to that one, go to the client ID, this one here. Then we'll just paste it here, and that's it. So these two are different, of course, but yeah, you can get one from the Google Service Info plist and the other one from Firebase console, okay? I already added some stuff here, so for these methods, just gives you like an alert that's saying that it's gonna come soon. But here to the app content, you have to add these, okay? So these are how you call the functions or the methods in this case. And also you need these interfaces. This is just TypeScript, okay? And then to the function app content, you wanna pass those as well because we're gonna use those, and those are passed as props, okay? Here you can see that when pressed, we make a call. So on press, we call this method, on press, we call this method, and so forth and so on. And this code is gonna be in the description. We have a GitHub with all of the code, so this is lesson 3, so all of this code will be in the description, okay? So I'm not gonna explain the front end too much. It's mostly like the sign-in methods that I wanna explain, all right? So we need to add an auth state listener, all right? So what we wanna do after this, we'll just say use state, or use effect rather. And yeah, let's just leave it at that, okay? This is just adding stuff, okay? But what we want to do here is we want to say const subscriber, and it already gives me everything. So auth state changed. So this is just to listen to the auth changes. Let me just do this. Okay, go here. We have to set the user. So it's giving me everything already. Set the user and then return subscriber, initialize, and yeah, all of this. Okay, so we're getting this error because we forgot to initialize this. So I'm just gonna say tab, initializing this as well. And we also wanna do loading. So it's just for loading, set loading. Yeah, we'll just do that. And we have to move this use effect inside of the app, which is why we're getting these errors here. So if we come here, use effect, let's import that. Okay, so const subscriber auth that on auth state changed. we're listening for the user, and then we set the user to the logged in user and return the subscriber. Okay, so we have the use effect. So this is, so Firebase automatically calls this when the user logs in or logs out, so it just listens for auth changes, okay? And then we set the user to the current logged in user and return the subscriber to actually assign the user, okay? All right, so now we go to handle the Google login. So here, let's remove this alert. And what we're gonna be doing here is saying const sign in result away Google sign in that sign in. So we just use this method. And then we need a token. So we just say const, so ID token. And then we just say sign in result data ID token. So from the sign in result, we go and access it to the data if it exists, and then get the ID token, okay? Then we just do like an if statement. So if ID token exists, if it's not null, and if it's null, we just say no ID token found, and the AI already helped me complete the next step, which is Google credential, and we set that to auth, that Google auth provider. We're using the Google auth provider, and set the credential to the ID token. So we're just passing the ID token here, and then user credential, just like an await auth that sign in with credential. We use that credential, and then set the user to that credential, okay? So basically what's happening is with the Google sign in, we just open the pop-up, the sign in pop-up, we get the ID token from Google, then we create like a Firebase credential with the auth Google provider credential. We just create like a Firebase credential, sign in with the credential, so we use that credential to sign in to Firebase, and then we just set the user to that, okay? So that's basically what it does, and now we need to add a sign out function. So we just say const handle sign out, and same thing. So we just await for the Google sign in that sign out. This is just like a method, and then we just sign out the user and set the user to null because we're signing that user out, okay? So pretty straightforward. Maybe we can just here, instead of doing it like this, we just say try, and then just set loading to all of this. Say set loading to true, away Google sign out, okay, alert success, signed out, and if no, we just show the message why it was, we got an error, okay? Yeah, so basically we check if the user was signed in with Google, and the way to check is doing this, Google sign in, that sign out, and then sign out from the Google SDK here, and then set the user to null. So just like a simple sign out, okay? All right, so now I think that's pretty much it. So what we'll have to do is maybe pass this sign out as well to have it in one of the buttons, and then that would be it. So on sign out, maybe scroll down. Okay, so we need here the on sign out, handle sign out. All right, we're missing something here. We need the type of the props here, and then we also need to pass it here on sign out. There's something that we missed in the previous video that I wanted to show you, and it's something that we might need to add or we might not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but this is also important. Maybe you'll need it if your app is not working, and if you want to go to info plist. So here we need to add another key and another array, and I'll show you the code. I have the code over here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the code. So we'll just go here, and yeah, it's CF bundle URL types, and it looks like this. And the key is CF bundle URL types, and then it's just like an array, dictionary key, and the string, and you can get from reverse client ID the string here. So it's just the same, okay? So why are we adding this? So sometimes with iOS or when you're doing Firebase and Google Authentication, it doesn't sign you in, and it's because it's missing this reverse client ID. Usually if you already added here, you don't need it, but sometimes it still gives you problems, and that's why I'm actually adding the CF bundle URL type, which is a URL scheme. So basically, when you open Google, the Google sign-in page, the pop-up, you pick like a Google account and sign in, and Google needs to send the result back to your app. And to know which app it needs to send it to or what your app is, you need this reverse client ID, which is it's like an identifier for your app. And that's why you need this URL scheme, which is just like a protocol and something that Google uses when signing users in, okay? So that's basically why we need it. And once again, this code will be in the description, so you can just copy paste if you don't remember what I said about this, okay? All right, so if we go back now, we should be able to sign in. There is an error that's showing here, but let's see what's going on. If it's like a front-end error, shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. What kind of error is it? It's expected. Okay, so maybe we're just missing like a bracket around somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out. Okay, maybe it's missing there. Yeah, it was missing here. Yeah, my bad. Next thing will be to try this out. So we don't have anything. No one has signed into our application. So we have all the code that we need. Everything has been explained here. So we will go to simulator, sign in with Google. You should get this pop-up, or that's the pop-up. Then you want to sign in. Say continue. And yep, that's it. So right now, there is no way to know if the user is signed in or not, because we just have this screen. So I'll just tell the AI to give me a screen that shows just like a sign out button, and then to add the handle sign out. To add the handle sign out, so users can sign out as well, okay? And know if they're signed in or not. All right, but first we wanted to test if it was authenticated and if we got it on the database, okay? So if we go here, you can go to authentication, and let's just refresh. And now we should see our email there. Okay, now you can see our email. So you see that we have my email, it was created here and signed in here, and you have the user UUID, okay? So we also need to create like this user in the database, but we'll do that in the next tutorial. For now, I just wanted to show you the authentication and just to show you that it's authenticating users using Google Sign-In, okay? Later on, I'll show you how to create like a Firebase database so that you can actually save this user with the email, and maybe you want to add more things, okay? But for now, let's just handle the authentication. All right, so if I come here and just say I'll just say that I want like can you create, and this is just for front end, okay? Assign out button and tie the handle sign out to it. Show this button when users are signed in. Okay, yeah, and then we'll just copy this, and I'm just feeding this to the AI. So I'm just telling the AI to give me this front end change, because this is just front end changes, so I don't want to spend much time on that. Okay, let's see what it gives us. Let me minimize this, and yeah, I'll show you this here. Okay, yeah, let's just wait for the AI to give us this, and you can see that it already gave us the sign out and just made it look like that. And the AI is done. I didn't touch any of it. Once again, the code will be in the description. If I click on sign out, it just signs you out, because this handle sign out has been used by the AI. So let's see. Yeah, so you see that it's here. You see that's here as well, and it's being passed as well here. Okay? Yeah, and right now it's showing two different views. Basically, if the user exists or if the user is signed in, we show this view which has just like a button that says sign out. And if not, we have all of the buttons that we had before. And this is just front-end logic, so I don't want to spend much time on this, but you can check the code in the repo later on, okay? So let's go to the simulator, let's try one more time, and we call it a day with that, okay? So we're signing in, continue, and there we go. So welcome, hire junior devs, and we have this, which is the profile photo. It looks pretty cool, and then just the sign out button. So if we click on the sign out button, it just signs the user out. All right, so that's it for this video. So that's how you do the Firebase authentication in React Native for iOS. And basically in the next video, I'll try to implement a way to create like a Firebase, I think it's called Firestore or something like that, but like a database on Firebase, okay? And then when the user uses the sign in with Google button and signs in, then we'll create like a user based on that with that email and maybe other attributes. And yeah, we'll do that in the next video. So for this video, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. Don't forget to check the code in the description. And yeah, just share with other people, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.